Dear student, my question to all, what kind of friend would you like to have and whom you consider as your enemy? A friend who is always helpfulness in any circumstances and cooperate with any situations, and enemy who unhelpfulness and always harm to you, like that microorganisms behaving like your friend as well as your enemy. Some diseases which is caused by microorganisms like tuberculosis, chicken pox, cough and cold, these are caused by some microorganisms. Other hand, some microorganisms which are used to prepare some delicious food like jam, jelly, idli, dosa, etc. is behaving like your friend. So the name of this topic is microorganism friend, and four is absolutely right. So let's start the topic. Microorganisms means the organisms which are very small in size, tiny size, and it is found everywhere in the world. For example, during rainy season, the moist bread contain white or greyish patches. We easily see these patches because each patches contains thousands or millions number of microscopic organisms. But we want to see invisible organisms. We use two type of aids. If the organisms have little big size, then we use magnifying glass. But the organisms have very small in size, then we use this microscope. We take some patches in the slide and put near the objective lens and adjust the lenses, and we see the microscopic organisms move here and there. So now we define the word microorganisms, the organisms which are very small in size and we can't see through our unaided or naked eye. It can only be seen with the help of this microscope, is called microorganisms. Micro means very small, organisms means living thing. So microorganisms means small living things. Microorganisms also called microbes. Now it's a time to classify the groups of microorganisms. चूँकि इनकी दुनिया काफ़ी बड़ी है, so we classify into 5 groups. First bacteria, second algae, third protozoa, fourth fungi and last virus. स्टूडेंट को कंफ्यूजन होता है इनके ग्रुप्स याद करने में. So I give you a tricky line that you easily remember these groups. That is, प्रोफेसर की बातें आलतू फालतू होती हैं. लाइन बड़ा उटपटांग लग रहा है, बट उटपटांग चीजें हमें जल्दी याद होती हैं. बट यू ऑलवेज रेस्पेक्ट योर टीचर्स, योर एल्डर्स एंड योर फैमिली मेंबर्स. एक बार फिर बताता हूँ, प्रोफेसर की बातें आलतू फालतू होती हैं. ये वर्ड्स कैसे कोरिलेटेड हैं विद द ग्रुप्स ऑफ माइक्रोऑर्गेनिजम्स? फर्स्ट, प्रोफेसर मीन्स प्रो मीन्स प्रोटोजोआ, बातें बी फॉर बैक्टीरिया, वातें वी फॉर वायरस, आलतू एल फॉर एल्गी एंड फालतू एफ फॉर फंगी. तो प्रोफेसर की बातें आलतू फालतू मीन्स प्रोटोजोआ, बैक्टीरिया, वायरस, एल्गी एंड फंगी. So this tricky line you easily remember the groups of microorganisms. Now coming to the first category, that is bacteria. Real friend and foe कहा जाए तो यही बैक्टीरिया है. And it is found everywhere in the earth, air, water, soil, even this slide, this microscope, this shirt, as well as our hand. It also contains thousands and millions number of bacteria. Most interesting thing that bacteria found inside our body. Our mouth contains about 200 species type of bacteria, and intestine it also contains millions number of bacteria. तो हमारे शरीर के अंदर इनका क्या काम है? It we have like a friendly nature. It helps to digest the food. And what are the basic structures of the bacteria? There are 3 structures: rod shape structure, spiral structure and spherical structures. And most interesting thing that the first known bacteria, that is cyanobacteria. Its another name is blue green algae. और ये जिस सोर्स से पाए जाते हैं उसके आधार पर हम इनको 4 ग्रुप में बांट सकते हैं, चूंकि इनकी दुनिया काफ़ी बड़ी है. फर्स्ट ग्रुप इज फोटोसिंथेटिक ग्रुप. इट मीन्स दैट इट कंटेन्स क्लोरोफिल. इट मीन्स इट प्रिपेयर इट्स ओन फूड. दिस ग्रुप ऑफ बैक्टीरिया इज नोन एज photosynthetic bacteria. Second, केमोसिंथेटिक बैक्टीरिया, बहुत सारे जो नेचुरल केमिकल प्रोसेस होते हैं उसमें ये बैक्टीरिया इन्वॉल्व रहते हैं, इस ग्रुप को कहते हैं केमोसिंथेटिक बैक्टीरिया ग्रुप। थर्ड एरोबिक बैक्टीरिया ग्रुप मीन्स इनको ऑक्सीजन की जरूरत होती है ग्लूकोज को तोड़ने के लिए। एंड फोर्थ एनारोबिक बैक्टीरिया, विदाउट हेल्प ऑफ ऑक्सीजन दे ब्रेक डाउन द ग्लूकोज एंड ऑब्टेन एनर्जी। तो इस प्रकार से ये बैक्टीरिया के 4 ग्रुप हैं। नाउ वी स्टडी द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट ग्रुप दैट इज वायरस, जो हमारे रियल दुश्मन हैं। There are so many type of virus which cause different type of diseases not only in human beings but other organisms also, like corona, जिसके कारण पूरी दुनिया इससे प्रभावित है। It is also a type of virus and the size of virus is so small that we can't see through a simple microscope. It can only be seen with having higher magnification lens like electron microscope, जो चीज़ों को 500 million times बड़ा करके दिखाता है। But the most important thing that the virus is known as the connecting between the living and non-living things. ये जीव और निर्जीव के बीच की कड़ी है। When it is found any host cells, it start the showing all the living characters, just increasing their numbers means reproduction. And when it is found in outside of the host cell, it just like non-living things. इसको आसानी से क्रिस्टलाइज किया जा सकता है, स्टोर करके रखा जा सकता है। जैसे बीज सुप्तावस्था में कई सालों तक रह सकता है, वैसे ही वायरस भी हजारों साल तक नॉन लिविंग फॉर्म में रह सकता है। लेकिन जैसे इनको होस्ट सेल मिलता है, इट जस्ट शोइंग ऑल द लिविंग कैरेक्टर्स and it is found in round shape and spiral shape and it change its shape. So the virus are very dangerous, not only human beings but other organisms. ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा खतरनाक होते हैं। Another important group of microorganisms, that is algae. You must have seen on the surface of ponds and lakes a green layer. This green layer is called algae, and the green color due to the presence of chlorophyll. It means that algae prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So algae are also called autotrophs. And there are two type of algae, unicellular algae which having only a single cell और इसमें केवल एक ग्रीन कलर का स्ट्रक्चर होता है। सेकेंड मल्टीसेलुलर algae, फॉर एग्जांपल सीवीड्स, इट इज आल्सो टाइप ऑफ फाइटोप्लैंक्टन। ये समूह में रहते हैं, इट इज फाउंड इन द कॉलोनीज। सो दिस आर द टू टाइप ऑफ algae। और पौधों के अलावा यही ऐसे सूक्ष्म जीव हैं जो अपना भोजन स्वयं बना सकते हैं, क्योंकि इनमें भी क्लोरोफिल पाया जाता है। Now coming to the fourth group, that is fungi. Student, you must have seen the white structure or patches in old pickles or green patches in moist bread. They spoil the food after 5 to 10 days. These are due to the presence of fungi. But these patches we easily see the surface of moist bread. पर हमने तो पहले कहा था, the microorganisms they are so small that we can't see through our unaided eye. But the patches contains millions numbers of fungi. और ये कॉलोनीज में पाए जाते हैं, इसलिए ये हमें आसानी से दिखाई देते हैं। There are two type of fungi. First unicellular fungi, for example yeast cells, and second multicellular fungi like mushroom, जो बहुत सारे लोगों का फेवरेट भोजन है। There are three type of fungi. First saprophytic fungi, second parasitic fungi, and third symbiotic fungi. Saprophytic fungi, those fungi which obtain their food from dead and decaying materials. Second, parasitic fungi which obtain their food from other organisms. And last, symbiotic fungi. These are very important for environment. They have a mutual relationship between the host cells. They contribute their nutrients to the host cell and they obtain the food from the host cells. So this concept is known as symbiotic relationship. So these are the three type of fungi. Now coming to the last group, that is protozoa. All protozoans are unicellular. It means that it contains only a single cell and we cannot see through our naked eye. It can only see with the help of this microscope. आई हैव टू परमानेंट स्लाइड दैट इज अमीबा एंड पैरामीशियम। हम इसके नीचे रख करके इसके स्ट्रक्चर की स्टडी कर सकते हैं। जनरली तालाब के पानी में बहुत सारे प्रोटोजोन्स पाए जाते हैं लाइक अमीबा, पैरामीशियम, यूग्लिना, हाइड्रा एक्सेट्रा, जिसे हम एक अलग एक्टिविटी में समझेंगे। अमीबा हैव अ स्पेसिफिक स्ट्रक्चर विच इज कॉल्ड pseudopodia. Pseudo means false and podia means feet. It means that amoeba have a false feet which help to identify and capturing the food and help our movement. Paramecium also have a hair type structure which is called cilia, और यह भी भोजन को पहचानने और उसके गति में सहायक होता है। The interesting thing about the protozoa is that it can't survive above the 80 degree Celsius. ये केवल मॉइस्चर कंडीशन में ही जीवित रह सकते हैं। तो इस तरह से हमने माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म्स के विभिन्न ग्रुप के बारे में जाना। कहीं पर हमने कुछ ट्रिक्स का भी यूज किया, जैसे प्रोफेसर की बातें आलतू फालतू होती हैं। अब आगे हम इसके बेनिफिशियल और जो हार्मफुल इफेक्ट है उसके बारे में स्टडी करेंगे। Next question is that where do microorganisms live? Microorganisms may be single-celled like bacteria, some algae and protozoa, or multicellular such as algae and fungi. They can survive under the all type of environment ranging from ice cold climate to hot spring and desert to marshy land. They are also found inside the bodies of animals, including humans. Some microorganisms grow on other organisms while others exist freely. Microorganisms like amoeba can live alone while fungi and bacteria may live in colonies. Microorganisms play an important role in our lives. Some of them are beneficial in many ways, whereas some others are harmful and cause different type of diseases. So let us study about them in details. First, friendly microorganisms. Microorganisms are used for various purposes. They are used for preparing of curd, bread and cake. In ancient times, the microorganisms have been used for the production of alcohol, and they are also used in cleaning of the environment. For example, the organic waste like vegetable peels, remains of animals and feces etc. are broken down into harmless and useful substances by bacteria, and it is also used in the preparation of medicines. In agriculture, they are used to increase the soil fertility by fixing nitrogen. Bacteria are used to making of curd, cheese, pickles and many other delicious food items. Specific bacteria like lactobacillus cause the formation of curd from milk. So that is why a little quantity of curd which include lactobacillus is added to milk for making curd. And they are also used in cleaning up the environment by the process of decomposition of waste material. It is the most useful bacterial activities that the decomposition of dead bodies of planted animals, waste from kitchens, laboratory sewage etc. Some bacteria decompose organic matter like fecal material, urine, fallen leaves, dead animals and plants bodies. In the process of decaying, bacteria get their food and energy and release inorganic materials such as carbon dioxide, nitrate, phosphate etc. These materials are utilized by green plants in the synthesis of food. Thus, bacteria which cause decomposition and decaying of organic material help in the recycling of the matters and allow cleaning of the environment. The next beneficial effect of microorganisms in increasing soil fertility. In agriculture, microorganisms such as bacteria are used to increase the soil fertility by the fixing of atmospheric nitrogen. The rhizobium bacteria found in the root nodules of the legume plants are useful for this purpose, which is not possible for plants to get direct nitrogen from the atmosphere. Thus, they make nitrogenous fertilizers available to legume plants. In return, legume plants' roots provide shelter and nutrients like water and minerals to these bacteria. Blue-green algae are also able to fix free atmospheric nitrogens to increase the fertility of the soil. These microbes are commonly called biological nitrogen fixer. The next beneficial effect of microorganisms are preparation of alcohol and bakery items, such as some fungi like yeast and molds are used for the preparation of alcohol and bakery products such as biscuit, cakes and breads. Yeast is given in sugar solution or in moist starch like atta or maida. During its growth, yeast break sugar or starch incompletely and produce alcohol and carbon dioxide. This process is known as fermentation, and fermentation it comes from the word of fermentere. It means to boil. इसमें ऐसा लगता है जैसे कि ये जो पूरी प्रक्रिया है वो उबल रहा हो. So it is called fermentation. Carbon dioxide produced in this process of fermentation cause foaming of dog. It is used for making of biscuit and cakes. For this production of alcohol, sugar solution is fermented by yeast. Later, alcohol is extracted and used in medicines, other chemicals, and alcoholic drinks. Remember that the Louis Pasteur discovered the process of fermentation in 1857. Another beneficial effect of microorganisms to prepare antibiotics or medicines. You must have used antibiotics many a times in the form of capsule, ointment or injections. Actually, some fungi like penicillium produce chemical substances which is called antibiotics. Antibiotics reduce bacterial growth or kill the disease causing microorganisms. Alexander Fleming, a British scientist, was the first to discover the penicillium molds produce an antibiotic which is called penicillin. He detected penicillin just by chance. When he observed penicillin grown in his culture of bacteria, Staphylococcus bacteria, this penicillin prevented the growth of bacteria in the culture. That was a great discovery. Now several antibiotics such as streptomycin, chloromycetin, terramycetin, etc. are obtained from various fungi and bacteria. Antibiotics are used to cure a large number of diseases, and it is also used to cure disease of animal and plants. And antibiotics do not affect viral diseases. So always take precautions and follow the suggestions of doctors to take these antibiotics. सूक्ष्म जीवों के बहुत सारे लाभदायक प्रभावों में से एक अप्रत्यक्ष प्रभाव है प्रिपरेशन ऑफ वैक्सीन. इससे पहले एक शब्द है दैट इज एंटीबॉडीज. समझ लेते हैं. When a disease causing microorganisms enters in our body, then our defensive mechanism, especially blood cells, lymph cells, produce a protein substance which fight these disease causing microorganisms. It is called antibodies. And what is vaccine? If dead or weakened microbes for a particular disease are introduced in a healthy body, the body produces suitable antibodies. These antibodies remains in the body for a long time and protect us from that disease causing microbes. And the determination of vaccine is that the substance which is injected to trigger our body to develop its own defense mechanism by producing antibodies. This is called vaccines. And the process of giving vaccine to the people, it is known as vaccination. जैसे पोलियो वैक्सीन्स, जब पोलियो वैक्सीन्स को हमारे बॉडी में एंटर कराया जाता है तो हमारे बॉडी उस वायरस के अगेंस्ट एक एंटीबॉडी बनाता है जो हमेशा के लिए शरीर में रहता है, और जब भी पोलियो वायरस हमारे बॉडी में अटैक करता है ये उसको नष्ट करता है. और उसको एक अभियान के द्वारा 1 से 5 साल तक के बच्चों को ये दिया जाता है जिसे हम पल्स पोलियो अभियान कहते हैं. It is a government organized campaigning program.